Security will be enforced at Wembley for Taylor Swift's upcoming concerts. British counter-terrorism experts are warning that there is a bit of a wake-up call to tighten up security at music events in this country.
Can you share the Kylie rule? Is that okay, about exercise?
Yeah, so, I mean, she just implemented this, but she said I have to work out a minimum of 3 days a week. Yeah, and that's why she's implemented this rule.
Yeah.
And when I've worked out, I am in a great mood. I interact. Otherwise, she doesn't want to deal with me.
It's so true, man. Like, I don't know if you guys notice this, like you...
I'll throw some cheese on top of that spaghetti. Oh, man. Lay it out, marinate it a little bit.
Get ready for the juiciest gossip of the week, where secrets are spilled and scandalous whispers come to life. First up, NFL's Travis Kelce might just be ready to break the league's golden rule by proposing to Taylor Swift mid-season. You heard that right. Insiders say Kelce's been on a globe-trotting quest for the perfect ring, and let's just say it's got diamonds that'll make your jaw drop. Meanwhile, his brother Jason Kelce refuses to retire quietly. He's still hanging around the Eagles' training facility like he never left. But guess what? Nobody's complaining. Speaking of surprising moves, Taylor Swift's ex Conor Kennedy just stole some spotlight by popping the question to Brazilian pop star Giulia Be. Coincidence? We think not. On the home front, Jason's wife Kylie has laid down the law with a new house rule that's keeping Jason in check even after his football days. And Swifties, brace yourselves, Taylor's Eras Tour is returning to London with a twist, earlier start times and a packed lineup of opening acts. So buckle up, because this week's gossip is hotter than ever and you won't want to miss a single scandalous detail. Breaking the rules. Travis Kelce is about to shake things up in the NFL, and it's not just because of his jaw-dropping plays on the field. The Chiefs star might be ready to do the unthinkable. Pop the question to Taylor right in the middle of the NFL season. Now, if you think that's no big deal, you clearly don't know the unspoken rules of the league. NFL players, especially the superstars, usually keep their romantic gestures strictly to the off-season. Why? Because the regular season is all about focus, discipline, and winning games. Wives and fiancés know that engagements and weddings need to wait until after the Super Bowl. But Kelce, ever the trendsetter, might just be ready to break that tradition. According to insiders, Kelce and Swift are incredibly committed, and the engagement isn't just a rumor, it's imminent. Kelce's been on a worldwide hunt for the perfect ring, hitting up the most exclusive jewelry shops from London to Milan. After more than 40 shop visits and endless Zoom calls with jewelry experts, he's finally found the one. And this isn't just any ring. This stunner is reportedly worth a cool $250,000, decked out with the finest diamonds money can buy. Kelce's not playing around. He wants to show the world how serious he is about Swift. So what's the big deal? If Kelce proposes during the preseason, it could be a bold statement of where his priorities lie. The NFL might not be thrilled, but when it comes to Taylor, it looks like Kelce's ready to play by his own rules. Who knows? This could be the start of a whole new kind of game for the NFL. Jason Kelce won't leave. Even though Jason has hung up his cleats, don't think for a second that he's really gone. The legendary Philadelphia Eagles center, who called it quits after 13 grueling seasons, is still a regular presence at the NovaCare complex. And let's be real, no one's mad about it. According to his former teammates, Kelce's refusal to fully step away is a welcome comfort as the team adjusts to life without their future Hall of Famer anchoring the line. Landon Dickerson, Kelce's old running mate on the O-line, joked that Kelce just won't go home, but beneath the humor lies genuine admiration. Kelce's around not just because he misses the game, but because he's still got so much to offer. Whether it's sharing insights on opposing players or offering tips on blocking techniques, Kelce remains an invaluable resource. His knowledge of the game is unmatched, and the younger players are soaking up every bit of advice he's willing to share. But don't get it twisted. Kelce isn't here to coach, at least not yet. He's more about catching up with the guys, swapping stories, and making sure the Eagles' offensive line remains top tier. The man might not miss getting headbutted 100 times a day, but he definitely misses the camaraderie. When he's not at the training facility, Kelce's living the good life. He's been spotted enjoying Paris with his wife Kylie and making his TV debut on ESPN's Monday Night Countdown. Retirement looks good on him, but his heart clearly still beats for the Eagles. So while number 62 won't be suiting up anymore, you can bet he'll still be around, making sure the Eagles continue to fly high. Taylor's ex gets hitched. Taylor's ex, Conor Kennedy, has officially moved on, and the timing couldn't be more eyebrow-raising. As rumors swirl about Taylor possibly getting engaged to Travis, Conor decided to steal a bit of that spotlight by announcing his own engagement to Brazilian pop sensation Giulia Be. The couple, who started dating in 2022, made the big reveal on Instagram, showing off their love in a series of adorable clips, including one where Giulia flashes a dazzling ring and gushes, "I literally can't believe this." Conor, the son of presidential hopeful Robert F. Kennedy Jr., popped the question in the most romantic way possible, down on one knee, of course. Insiders say the pair has been inseparable ever since Giulia made the move from Rio de Janeiro to Los Angeles. The two have been living together, sharing their love for music and each other. For those who might have forgotten, Conor and Taylor had a brief but intense fling back in 2012, right before she dropped her iconic album, Red. But it seems like both have found their happily ever afters, just not with each other. With Conor tying the knot and Taylor rumored to be next, it's like a full-circle moment in the world of high-profile romances. Kylie's new house rule. Retirement might sound like a dream, but for Jason Kelce it comes with a catch, courtesy of his wife Kylie. The former Eagles star, who recently hung up his cleats, revealed a surprising new house rule that Kylie introduced to keep their home life running smoothly. On a recent episode of the Green Light podcast, hosted by Chris Long, Jason spilled the beans about how Kylie's taken charge of his post-football routine. Chris couldn't resist asking about the so-called Kylie rule, and Jason was all too happy to share. According to him, Kylie has laid down the law. "I have to work out a minimum of 3 days a week, otherwise she doesn't want to deal with me. And before you think she's being too tough, there's a method to her madness."
Can you share the Kylie rule? Is that okay about exercise?
Yeah, so, I mean, she just implemented this, but she said I have to work out a minimum of 3 days a week. Yeah, and that's why she's implemented this rule.
Yeah.
And when I've worked out, I am in a great mood. I interact. Otherwise, she doesn't want to deal with me.
It's so true, man. Like, I don't know if you guys notice this. Like,
You feel like you're not really being productive for the day, like you're missing something. And then on top of it, there's at home with my kids and everybody. Like I just am a better person.
Yeah.
When I don't work out, I think part of it, like you're saying, is like
Jason admitted that without the regular physical activity he was used to during his NFL days, he's pretty much impossible to be around. Kylie's got it figured out. Jason's a happier, more pleasant guy when he's been hitting the gym. He's in a better mood, more patient with their kids, and just generally easier to live with. No wonder she's enforcing the rule with an iron fist. But Kylie's influence doesn't stop at home. Jason credits her with their surprising popularity at the Paris Olympics earlier this year. He joked that without Kylie's impeccable French and charm, the locals probably wouldn't have been as welcoming. "If I was not with Kylie, I guarantee they would effing hate me," Jason quipped. As Jason gears up for his new role as an analyst on Monday Night Countdown, it's clear that Kylie's going to make sure he stays on top of his game, both at home and in his new career. Because, let's be honest, a happy, fit Jason Kelce is good for everyone.
You recording yet?
It says recording in the upper left corner.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Why the am I still trying to read this? It's the same every single week.
Throughout the off season, we might drop some never before seen footage on social.
That's terrifying if you ask me.
Hopefully, they're not going to sabotage us because they got a lot of stuff they can put out. Wyatt,
Tell her she owes me a chocolate chip cookie.
Well, bake you some cookies, Uncle Trav.
Yes, thank you, Why. She's the best.
if I can't talk at a realistic level,
Your realistic level is right here.
huh?
What?
What'd you say over there? Today is the old ball and chain.
What was the Super Bowl week like with that baby in your stomach?
Such a weird question.
Tell us about that. I just said,
Cut that out too.
whoopsie.
Can you guys cut this up and make us look actually good?
Can we just cut this?
Can we cut out all of this, please?
Take that out.
Start over.
Cut out.
Earlier starts announced. Swifties, get ready to adjust your schedules. Taylor's highly anticipated Eras Tour is making a grand return to London's Wembley Stadium this week, and there's a big change you need to know about. In a surprise update, Wembley Stadium has confirmed that the shows will start earlier than originally planned. Yeah, you heard that right. Taylor's not making you wait till the evening to experience the magic. Wembley's official website dropped the bombshell, listing the new start times for each of the 5 sold-out shows. With doors opening as early as 3:30 p.m. for some dates, it's clear they're gearing up for a full day of Swiftie madness. And for those diehard fans thinking of camping out for a glimpse of the superstar or hoping to tailgate outside, think again. Security's tightening up, and anyone without a ticket will be kindly asked to move along.
First things first, has Taylor Swift spoken publicly or issued a statement about the plot or her canceled show?
She's scheduled to resume her Eras Tour in the UK on August the 15th. So far, she has not issued a statement, nor has her team issued a statement. As we already know, as you just heard, she has not issued a statement. We're expecting something to be issued probably within the next 24 hours. Yes, back in 2019, she did an interview with Elle magazine, and she said, you know, after the attack that happened in Manchester with singer Ariana Grande, she saw those attacks and she said that's her worst fear, to have something happen to all of the people who come and see her touring.
You know, you can't block out the reality of what could have happened in Vienna. I mean, what does this mean then for the rest of her tour moving forward?
What people are starting to talk about here in Hollywood, as we know, security will be extremely tight in Chicago moving forward, especially in light of what happened in Austria.
That's something that everyone who's on stage has to be worried about now.
Swifties were known for being outside. The people who could not be fortunate enough to buy tickets to go inside were often allowed to be outside and going inside. And of course, you know, a lot more metal detectors.
Yes or no? Do you think she'll go back to Vienna to play again?
I don't know. I'm hearing that she's giving refunds to everybody.
The new schedule also reveals some exciting details about the opening acts. Alongside Paramore, who will be rocking the stage every night, a rotation of other talented artists, including Maisie Peters and Ray, will keep the energy high before Taylor even steps foot on stage. With the merch megastore opening from August 14th, fans have plenty of opportunities to snag their favorite tour gear. So, if you're lucky enough to have tickets, set those alarms early and prepare for a day to remember. Taylor's bringing her A-game, and you won't want to miss a second of it.
Security will be in force at Wembley for Taylor Swift's upcoming concerts. Now, British counter-terrorism experts are warning that there is a bit of a wake-up call to tighten up security at music events in this country.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.